Hello and welcome to Poker News. After the devastating news regarding the Safe Port Bill stipulating that banks and credit card companies will not be allowed to finance online gaming sites for American citizens, the question is now, how are the online gaming sites going to react? The British site Party Gaming, after suffering a staggering £3.5 billion loss last week, has officially stated, after taking extensive legal advice, the company will suspend all real money gaming business with US residents. It seems other British companies are following suit. William Hill have also stated that US customers are no longer welcome, along with Betfred and Celeb Poker. However, it seems that US companies are not so readily taking the bait. Full Tilt have issued a statement saying that for the time being it will be business as usual and that the banking industry has 270 days to implement new rules after the bill has been signed. Does this suggest that they're seeking to make as much money as possible before the window closes? Only time will tell. But it seems that Ultimate Bet, Absolute Poker and Bodog are all willing to take the same gamble.
The 2006 Poker Player of the Year award, the POY, is coming up, and the favourite to win is Michael the Grinder Mizrachi, the current leader in the race. The 25-year-old has had a very successful year so far, reaching 10 final tables and accumulating $2.3 million. Although Mizrachi has scored more than any other player in the history of this prestigious award, his huge lead has begun to dwindle, as 21-year-old Shannon Shore has been putting his weight about. Shore recently won this year's Bellagio Cup 2 main event and beat last year's POY winner, Men Win. However, the year is drawing to a close and there are now only 5 major events left to gain points from, along with numerous smaller events which could also help tip the balance. So come on, boys, how badly do you want to win? Poker News will of course endeavour to make sure we keep you up to date.
This week we take a look at the current standing of Card Players Player of the Year. Romping ahead in the #1 spot is Michael Mizrachi, who is storming the competition with a 5,856 point lead. This year, Mizrachi has earned just under $2,300,000 and looks odds-on favourite to win. In second place is Shannon Shore with 4,332 points. This year, Shore has earned over $1,500,000 and in August won the $10,000 Bellagio Cup and picked up a whopping $960,000. In third place is Nam Lee. He currently has 4,225 points and has made over $2 million this year. In fourth is Phil Hellmuth Jr., who is currently on 3,755 points and has made over $1,270,000 this year. Following closely behind in fifth is Jeff Madsen on 3,680 points. Madsen has earned over $1,460,000 and won 2 WSOP bracelets at this year's event.
A lot of players just muck their cards at the showdown when they know they've lost a hand. But should they be made to show at the showdown? Probably yes. But if you asked me that another day, I could probably say no. But I'm not entirely sure of the answer of that. I think showing your cards will show what sort of player you are, and then it's helpful for the rest of the team, rest of the table. But then, if you don't want to show because you've made a dreadful read or something, then it should be up to you. I think you can always muck your hand.
If you're the the first person who has raised has to show their cards. If someone has simply called that raise, then they don't have to. And that's fair, that's fair.
At a showdown etiquette, yes. Yeah, I think people who tend not to, it's not the dumb thing.
Of course, if you've won, then yeah, you would show your cards. Otherwise, you can't take the money.
Yes, yeah, at all times. I think it's too nerve-wracking otherwise. In cash games, you don't have to. But I think I would rather, yeah, at least see what I'm paying against. If anything, if I do win, see what he went in with as well.
Sometimes you might just be calling to get some information and you don't want to give information about your own hand, so no, I'd say no.
And finally, at a recent film premiere packed full of guests, Stephen Fry embarrassed Prince Charles by telling an audience of people how he and the Prince played some strip poker to decide who out of the two would be dishing out a speech at the event. Charles had suggested polo, however, in the end, Fry explained we settled on strip poker. He saw my low pair and for the first time I understood what a royal flush was. Great puns, Fry. That's all from me. I'll see you next time.